What's up, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. I'm happy to have you here. In this video, we are talking about 7 things that I wish that I knew when I started YouTube. I started this channel 3 months ago now, so I want to just take a moment and reflect back on some of the things that I've learned along the way. Make sure you like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. Number 1. Focus on what you want to talk about, not on what you think everybody wants to hear. Now, I know this isn't what a lot of people will recommend, especially when you're trying to grow your channel and get more subscribers. But for a moment, let's not worry about the numbers. Let's worry about discovering your voice. Let's worry about discovering who you are, figuring out what it is that you enjoy, what it is that you like to talk about. All of that. Trusting that as you do that, as you focus on what's really important when it comes to your channel and it's authentic for you, then the right people are going to find your channel anyway and you'll grow the audience that you want to grow. Because honestly, if you're doing something that you don't want to really do, but it's something that you feel like everybody wants you to do, or it's what everybody else is doing, but it's not authentic to who you are, then you're probably going to be appealing to an audience that probably won't even stick around for your journey anyway, because they're not really going to be interested in what you really have to say. And by the time you start embracing what it is that you have to say, your audience might not be interested. So I know it might be slow growth at the beginning of finding your people when you're being true to what it is you really want to talk about, but I think in the long run, you'll be better for it. Number 2. Write things down. If you are anything like me, then that memory might be a bit of a struggle sometimes, okay? I will get an idea in my head, and if I do not write it down immediately, it's probably gone in like 30 minutes. And then I'm thinking about it later like, oh my gosh, what was that idea? It's the same way I am if I'm going to the store and there was something that I needed to get from the store. If I don't write it down, most likely it will still be at the store. Ideas can come at you pretty fast, so I would definitely recommend writing it down, even if it is just simply opening up your phone, your notes app. So far, that is what I have been using since I started the journey, but that has proven to be very unorganized for me as I've gone on. I have one thing of notes in my phone, and it's just this long, never-ending list of ideas that come to me, or thoughts that pop in my mind, or bullet points or title ideas for a video. It's kind of gotten a bit unorganized for me, so I recently started using Notion. I'm not really the best with it yet, but I'm still kind of learning. But honestly, it's proving to be a lot more organized for me because I'm able to make a table and then be able to track when things are complete, when things are in progress, and then I can put my titles of videos, and then I can open that up and write more specific bullet points in there. And it's just a better way to keep things organized. But at least if I'm out and about, I can just grab my phone and put a quick note in there just to remember for later. So honestly, do whatever works for you to keep you best organized, but just write things down. Number 3. Kind of tying into number 2 about writing your ideas down, don't let your ideas pile up. Like I said, I have my notes app where it's just a long list at this point because things were really just piling up. Like when I have the idea, I should just work on the video. To some extent. I'm not saying that I have an idea and immediately start filming the video. I mean, maybe if that works, then that works. Sometimes it requires me to do a little bit more research or look a little bit more into it and come up with more points or whatever it have you. But I need to in some way start working on the video instead of letting the ideas pile up, because when you let the ideas pile up, it's an easy way to get overwhelmed. It's an easy way to get flustered. It's like when you have a bunch of clothes in your closet but you feel like you have nothing to wear because you're just so overwhelmed you don't even know where to look. In the same way, you have all these ideas written out in your notes app and you don't even know where to start because you're just overwhelmed. So when you have the idea, don't let them pile up. Start working on them in some way, whether it's immediately filming the video or whether it's starting to do research. Start setting it in motion so that you don't get overwhelmed. Number 4, create more than you consume. Do not lose your authenticity by clouding your mind with what everybody else is doing. Especially when you're new at something and you're trying to learn what it is that you're doing in the first place, it can be so easy to get caught up in the doom scrolling of seeing what everybody else is doing, or maybe what people are doing that's related to what you're interested in as well. But then if you're not careful, you might consume too much, and then you don't even want to actually act. You don't want to produce. You don't want to create, because now you're looking at what somebody else has done and you feel like what I was going to create is not going to be as good and high quality as what they created. And so now you're in your head, you're second guessing, you're doubting yourself, you're feeling like you can't create. So make sure that every now and again you silence all of the noise and just focus on perfecting your craft. And just remember, like, the thoughts came to you for a reason. There have been times where I have had ideas about videos and then I go on YouTube or I go on TikTok, whatever, somebody's talking about something that is opposing what I was going to talk about. So now I'm doubting myself, feeling like, okay, maybe I shouldn't post that because I saw a video that spoke against that. But no, because that idea came to me for a reason. God placed that in my heart for a specific reason. So I can still work on my own thing and not crowd my mind in with what everybody else is doing. As difficult as it may be, you have to quiet out the noise so that you can foster your own creativity. And just remember that the time that you spend scrolling for hours watching other people's content, you could be spending some of that time creating your own content. Content that your audience is waiting to see, waiting to hear, and waiting to engage with. Number 5, frustration does not mean that it is time to quit. I'm going to say that again. Frustration does not mean that it is time to quit. My frustration with this channel usually comes from me battling perfectionism, which I talked about last week on my channel, and things might not be going right, or either I'm comparing myself to other people, I feel like I can't keep up with a consistent schedule, maybe I'm doubting my abilities, whatever the case may be. And usually my frustration is a sign to me that I care, but sometimes it's too much. Sometimes I care too much about the little details. Go back and watch my video about perfectionism if you have not already. But sometimes it simply is a sign to me that I'm burnt out and I just need a moment to rest. It can be easy, especially when you're just starting to kind of get in your head a little bit and feel like you just want to throw in the towel because you're frustrated about what it is that you're doing or not doing or whatever. But it is not a time to quit. You might just need to rest. You might just need to take a step back, reevaluate, quiet out the noise, and then just rest. Get a moment to recharge and find your spark again to create your content. Keep trying, keep giving it your all, do the best that you can. Sometimes you simply just need to rest, not quit. Number 6, you do not always need to teach something. I know that was something for me when I was trying to come up with video ideas and topics. I would feel like I don't have anything to say about this video. I don't feel like anybody's gonna take anything away from this. It's not informative, it's not educational, whatever. Not every video on YouTube is supposed to be that. It doesn't have to be that. It can simply be me turning on the camera and talking about whatever thoughts I have in that moment. Even if it doesn't seem like it has any value to me, that one video of me just talking and putting my thoughts out there might be that video that somebody else needed to hear. My thoughts that didn't seem like they had value because they weren't informative could be the very thing that somebody needed to see or experience, or even just myself. Maybe I was the one who needed it. It didn't have to be super informative or educational. It could just literally be me showing up in the capacity that I have in that moment. And who knows, like, you think that it's not super educational or informative, but maybe you just showing up is going to be the thing that teaches somebody that they can just show up authentically as well because they see you do it. And number 7, last but not least, number 7, it is okay to be repetitive. A lot of my videos so far, if you've been following along, have been centered around some very similar themes like progress over perfection, feeling unqualified, doubting myself, believing in myself. All of these key topics, they've kind of found their ways in a lot of my videos. And usually when I'm filming it or I'm rewatching it or editing it, I get in my head because I'm like, oh my gosh, I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. But that's okay, because not everybody who is going to see my channel has seen my channel yet. Somebody who's watching this video right now might not have seen any of my videos before. So the things that I talk about in these videos, even if it sounds repetitive and annoying to me, some people have not seen those videos. Some people are not going to see those videos. So me bringing it up in another way on another video is not a bad thing, and it doesn't mean that I'm doing it wrong or anything. It's okay if it's repetitive because you have not found your entire audience yet. So somebody who sees this video might not have seen the video where you mention the same key point. That's okay. And I've seen so many videos lately where people have kind of been saying this same point to just reiterate that you have not met your entire audience yet. And that is so true, because sometimes I will come across videos and I love the video and I'm like, ooh, this is a good one. And I'll click on the person who posted it and they've got like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers. And I've never seen them before. I've never seen their page. I've never seen their videos, but they have a whole bunch of them. And they might be talking about some of the same key points, but I've never seen them before and I'm new to their channel. So in the same way, people are gonna be new to your channel constantly. So it's okay if some of your points seem repetitive to you. They might be new and fresh to somebody else who's visiting your channel for the first time. Your entire audience has not found you yet, so keep going. Alrighty, y'all, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any lessons that you've learned from starting a channel, feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.